we have this box. And I'm going to create this line tool from the top view. Vertex. Okay. Now this, but can you see these curves are not, go to vertex, you understand. See, everywhere is not smooth. If you want, if you right click, there is an option called refine. Or when you come down, you can see there is an option called refine. Refine, what happened, it can create vertexes over here. So somewhere in the curves and all, if it's not smooth, it will give you a proper result. Refine, okay? It's a new option I told you, just to add vertex points on it. Now we do same thing. Path deform, WSM, this one. Sorry, path deform WSM. Pick, select this, and yeah, move to path and change the axis. Okay. Now, when you do percentage, it's going to animate like fish or something like that. Okay. We go to the first frame. I'm doing a little bit rotation also on it. Okay. Sorry, twist also, not rotation. Twist. So what's the benefit? It's going to animate like this. Okay, something different we are getting. Correct. Now it is here now. So we're going to animate this one. Auto key switch on, and till 300, it will end to here. Right? This is what we have done. So this is animating like this. Switch off auto key now if you finish it. Let me check this twist. I don't want much. I want very less only. Go to 0. Yeah, this much is enough. Got it? Not much. Twist. Correct. I can take this all, W, shift and take copy. Keep it instance, not copy. Instance means same animations, everything will be there. Now, but remember, you should switch off your auto key before doing this. You should switch off your auto key. If it is there, there will be animation difference. Now I selected this both. I took copy, instance only, but I do in a different way. One this side. This one in a different way. Copy. Randomly, I'm placing. right? Actually, we give materials and all, but now we don't give material. So when I play, right? These things, you can select it, this vertex, and do some changes, you know, randomly. Same way you choose another one, vertex, do some changes on it. So what happened, which is the copy of that, that all will have the changes on it. Some changes we have done. So when you render it, F9, you can see only that curves. This will be animating, no curves, nothing. Okay, so you can use like some graphics, and also randomly you do rotations and all. So it's going to come different angle. So never feel like it's copy. Why? Because when I'm selecting, I have to select with this objects. That's why it's getting moving somewhere else. Okay, now it's okay. This way you can animate it. That is something moving here and there, no issue. So this also you can do with this one. Now, if I selected this, maybe an object I've selected, any one path deform, and I want to do stretch a bit. I can see one is bigger now, right? I've selected this one, and I do stretch in a different way. The red has the pivot point, we moved it outside, that's why this one I made it. So see, okay. Okay. So path deform, similar, you can check many exercise, then try to practice the cable, you can animate through that. Electric cable animations can be do, many other title animations, text you can bring through that. Many exercises. We'll see in the later. I'll show you based on, now the class is going by session later. Examples wise, I will take some session that time. We'll take it some exercise like that. Text, if you want, I will show you quickly better, because later text, if you want to get on this, but text you need some detail on it. Okay, text we'll discuss later. Fine. Box now. Now, next one modifier we already discussed, which is called bent modifier. You should have enough division on it. Okay, use bent modifier, bent modifier. If you click it, you see when you just move this ankle, you can see something happen. Then you decide, is it X or Y or Z? For example, I do it X, okay, and this angle, okay, and the direction, which direction you want, X, Y, or Z, which directions. For example, I do it 90 degree, so it's going to come this side, right? When you go inside here, gizmo, if you select it, you can move this, the bend only. So objects can be bent. For example, I took a cylinder here. The cylinder you want to do bend. Okay, if you want to do bend, ensure you should have enough division on that side. Okay, then you do bent modifier, then do angle to this side. Now, for example, this way, this bent X or Y or Z. So exactly Z is perfect now, right? We can do like this. Now this here, you can see a limit. If you do it from where you want to start it, so there only it will start this limit. This is the upper limit, and this is the lower limit. Is the lower limit means, see, make it upper limit first. Then when you do it, see. So that means a bend happened from here to here only. Okay. So if you want to limit it, you can limit it. Otherwise, angle and the directions, of course, you can change it. So any objects you can do bend. Okay. Before we create chairs and all, and their chair, if you want to do bend, you can do bend. This gizmo always you can select and move it. This gizmo. Okay. You can animate this gizmo. You can rotate this gizmo. Okay. Move it. This is bend modifier. Examples, if I say, for example, you have your teapot, right? Teapot is an object. These objects have enough divisions. You can do bend on this one. Maybe a cartoon kind of a movement you need. Click on bend, see the angle. You can animate that way. Which axis? X, Y. So for example, this is in the Y. Of course, X, we don't need. So Z is perfect. So you can do animations like this. Here also, that when you do this one, you have a limit. So from where you want to start. So of course, for this one, it's not suitable. So actually, when you do it, see that plays only bend starting. So limit axis, if you don't want, you can switch off it. So this one I have done, this direction, change. You can animate like this. In cartoon animations, you have seen something like that. So bend modifier is that. It's bend modifier. Always you can select this bend modifier and move it. This gizmo, sorry. Gizmo, you can move it. Gizmo, you can scale it. Understand? It's all possible. Bend modifier. And remember, any modifier if you have taken here, if you want, this is my final result I need. I don't want to get this change again. You can right click and you can click on collapsed all. So this all will be yes. This all will become a editment. Else you can select this objects from here, convert to editable poly. Then also it's fine. Okay, there is a concept called mesh and poly. Just when we were taking that, it came. That's why I'm telling you. See, we don't have any division now. I convert this one to editable poly. Okay, you can see have polygon. I can select like this. At the same time, if I convert this one to editable mesh, so you have selection like this, as well as you can select a triangle also. Okay, that's a major difference. But in the mesh, we have some options are not available. Some options are, some of the options in the editable poly, it is not available in the editable mesh. Editable mesh we reuse very rare only because this is triangles are coming. We don't need triangles. So most of the times we will be using editable poly only. But because only the difference you can see here, triangle will be there. If you can see triangle, that means you choose editable poly. Same like that, only curves when you do it. Directly the vertexes and all will come, but if you want to do more, you can convert to editable spline. Spline means it will be vertexes and all, but directly also it will be coming. But if any other shapes and all, maybe text and all, if you want, you can convert to editable spline to get details on it. So I told you about the same in the sessions. I told about the path deform exercise 1 and bend modifier extra, right? Bend modifier, how to do the bend modifier. Then I editable poly and editable mesh. This difference also we explained over here.